Let's begin with the first section of our lecture, pancreatic cancer. And in this section, we will talk about the genetic and molecular considerations. What are some changes in the genes, mutations in the gene, or at the molecular level, which can lead to the pancreatic cancer? What are the risk factors for the development of pancreatic cancer? How we can do the screening for pancreatic cancer? And what are the different germline mutations for the pancreatic cancer? So the risk factors for the pancreatic cancer, we have cigarette smoking is the one of the factors that can lead to pancreatic cancer. History of type 1 and type 2 diabetes can lead to pancreatic cancer also. Type 1 diabetes is insulin dependent diabetes, and make sure you should know that pancreas is a gland which produces the hormone insulin, which is responsible for the metabolism of glucose level, blood glucose. And when the insulin is not produced in enough amount, or when there is deficiency of insulin, or when there is resistance to insulin, it can cause the diabetes mellitus. Type 1 is insulin dependent, also known as the juvenile onset, and then type 2 is the adult onset or maturity onset diabetes. That's more, it's not insulin dependent. Oral anti-diabetic drugs can be diabetic for that type 2 diabetes. So these are the risk factors: cigarette smoking, type 1 and type 2 diabetes mellitus, in which the blood glucose levels are high and they need treatment by insulin or oral hypoglycemic drugs. If the patient is obese or overweight, that's another risk factor for the pancreatic cancer. Chronic pancreatitis, chronic attack or recurrent pancreatitis. If the pancreatitis is present for a long period of time, that pancreatitis can lead to the pancreatic cancer. ABO blood group status, ABO blood group, people who have ABO blood group status, that can have increased chance of developing the pancreatic cancer. Alcohol, if it causes chronic pancreatitis, alcohol can cause pancreatitis. Alcohol can damage the liver, cause hepatitis, and then cirrhosis of the liver, and then that can cause liver hepatocellular carcinoma also. So it can cause pancreatitis also. So cigarette smoking and alcohol, both these habits can lead to the pancreatic cancer. So these are some risk factors which are associated with the development of the carcinoma of the pancreas. Now, genetic and molecular considerations. If you see in this diagram, very good picture of the whole, this is the liver, gallbladder, then we have the biliary ducts or the biliary tree, just like the tree, hepatic, intrahepatic, and extrahepatic biliary ducts, and these come into the pancreas, drain the bile into the pancreas through the bring the bile, and it goes through the pancreas into the duodenum. This is the duodenum, first part of the small intestine, and if you see, this is C-shaped structure, and this C-shape, the pancreas come and it lies in that C-shaped structure of the duodenum. So this is the pancreas. Liver, gallbladder, biliary tree and biliary duct, and then this is the pancreas, and this is the pancreatic cancer. Precursor lesion, pancreatic intraepithelial neoplasia. So precursor lesions can lead to the pancreatic cancer. 4 genes are commonly mutated. Mutation of 4 genes can lead to pancreatic cancer. These genes are KRAS 60 to 75% of the cases. Tumor suppressor gene P16 deleted in 95% of the tumor. That's the another gene that's mutated, which is tumor suppressor gene P16. P53, 50 to 70%, and SMAD4, 55%. So these are the 4 genes which are mutated in pancreatic cancer. We have KRAS, tumor suppressor gene P16, P53 and SMAD4. All these 4 genes are mutated in the pancreatic cancer. Some germline mutations. Germ cells are the cells which are responsible for the development of the different organs during the embryonic stage or development. So germ cells are the cells of the embryonic age. So any mutation in that germline cells can also lead to pancreatic cancer. So these hereditary or germline mutations include STK11 gene, which Peutz-Jeghers syndrome. It's also known as Peutz-Jeghers syndrome, STK11 gene. Then we have BRCA2, which is also risk of breast, ovarian, pancreatic cancer. This germline mutation or hereditary mutation can be associated with pancreatic cancer along with the breast and ovarian carcinoma. Then there is B16/CDKN2A, familial atypical multiple mole melanoma. PALB2 gene, HMLH1 and MSH2 Lynch syndrome, ATM, ataxia telangiectasia, and PRSS1, familial pancreatitis. All these are the germline mutations or hereditary mutations that can lead to the pancreatic cancer, along with some gene germline mutations along with pancreatic cancer. They are associated with some other syndromes like ataxia telangiectasia, Lynch syndrome. Then we have familial atypical multiple mole melanoma. So all these germline mutations or hereditary mutations can lead to pancreatic cancer along with some other syndromes or conditions that can occur with these germline or hereditary mutations. Activated pancreatic stellate cell and glycoprotein SPARC. Screening of usually is done in the 2 or more first degree relatives, and then the markers for the screening of pancreatic cancer are the CA, which is carbohydrate antigen 19-9, CA19-9. Then we have CEA, carcinoembryonic antigen CEA. The screening is by endoscopic ultrasound and CT scan. So that's the screening is done by a CT scan and by endoscopic ultrasound. And then there is also the CA 19.9 can be measured, and also carcinoembryonic antigen. These levels are increased in the tumors and they are known as the tumor markers. Here on the ultrasound you can see the tumor present in the pancreas. So this was all about our section 1, in which we talk about some mutations that can occur in the genes, or some germ cells or germ line mutations that can lead to the formation of or development of pancreatic cancer, and also what are some the tumor markers that can be helpful in the diagnosis of the pancreatic cancer, including carcinoembryonic antigen and CA19 and 9. So these help us to find out if the pancreatic cancer or any tumor is present, so we can start the early treatment and management. Thank you for watching sqadia.com.